Hey guys, this is Chris and I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. So I just got done trading the charts. So I worked out. I took some time away from the charts because we had two break-even trades. We'll go over those and how they hit my freaking targets right after. It's Thursday right now. Tomorrow is Friday, NFP, and I'm going to explain to you guys why I usually take Thursdays slow before NFP. And then we'll see how we do on NFP. I'm going to record that part two, but let's get straight into it. All right, guys. So this is what happened. We're on NASDAQ, we're on micros. That's what I was trading today. And let's just head over to the 5 minute time frame. So what did I see initially? We initially traded into these fair value gaps right here. If I go over to the higher time frame, we're going to see a large 15 minute. It's very obvious that price wanted to trade up higher, right? Take out some highs. And honestly, it was very difficult today, guys, finding the bias and, just maintaining our overall risk. So this is what we had. We had a very bullish bias because price came down, swept out sell side, traded into the 15 minute gap. And then there was an opportunity here. There was opportunity to get long right over here as we're pulling into here. Now, not the craziest RR, you get maybe a 1 to 2, but that's not what I was focused on. I actually wanted to see us trade lower just because we had some of these lows down here. So what happened? Price traded down. We created what was a 5 minute fair value gap right here. Now, why did I think that price was going to trade overall lower right here? We already took out quite a bit of buy side. If we're going to continue trading up to buy side, we would have gone straight through these highs and just continued, right? So 5 minute fair value gap giving us a bearish bias, trading to these lows. So what was my trade like? Well, I entered right around here, stop loss at the high, and price just kind of sat around for a long time. We made what, like 4 candles. These lows should have been ran, they didn't, so I went break even, got hit out, and then traded back into that 5 minute again, created another IFUG. Now, this was honestly the better trade. In hindsight, we could say that, right? This initial trade was still good, just didn't work out how I wanted it to. Had we stayed in it, yeah, I would have hit TP, but I was just protecting myself overall. That's what you should always be doing. Entry right here, if we had taken this trade, TP hit. Those were the lows of the day. Now, what followed? Some more long opportunities right here. And guys, remember, this is Thursday. So we should be trading inside of a range, opposed to us just like having crazy expansion. This is more likely to happen. So instead of looking for continuation, it's okay to look for a reversal move that's going to net you maybe a 2, 3R, nothing too crazy, but just to get that little base hit in. So this was the other opportunity, IFEG, target these highs, or the entry that I took was this fair value gap right here. Now this was sent. I obviously took this on live and then I sent it out after on the Telegram, just kind of showing what happened. So we took those shorts like I showed you right here. Got stopped at break even. Took the long right here in the fair value gap. Also got taken out break even. And I explained to everyone, hey, we're gonna run up, and we're gonna run up all day most likely. Just because we had already taken out all the sell side down here. We traded up to nothing too significant. I mean, we just filled in this gap, traded up to the high of day, and that was it. But I explained, hey, this is going to be a trending day, but I still want to protect myself. I don't know when it's going to run. I just know it's going to run. And unfortunately, got stopped out break even right there. Let's go take a look at what kind of news we have this week. As I mentioned, NFP on Friday. So Thursday, we had a bunch of irrelevant orange folder. And then Friday, we have NFP. Everybody knows that when you're trading the day before NFP, you're more likely to get choppier conditions like we did today. I mean, a lot of people got hurt in this price action, but the most important part is there was a lot of opportunities. When you're trading inside of a range, you need to be playing the outer liquidity, and that's where you're going to get the best trades. And admittedly, I could have had some overall better entries that would have put me in that place. Like I should have gone long lower in this range because I know we're coming out of the external liquidity, whereas I should have gotten short a little bit earlier right here and took in that short all the way down to these lows. But things happen and it didn't work out how we wanted it to. But let's see how we perform tomorrow on NFP. Hey, so crazy turn of events. We're actually in two winning trades right now. I will go over the analysis in a moment, but we're up $400 here on gold and up another $300 here on ES. About to go break even. Let's go right here. Let's freaking kill it right now. Just gonna look for some lows down here. Possibly take profit down here. Maybe search for something farther. We'll see, but absolutely killer morning. Change around my neck with the gang, told them things to go bang on your set. Give me that brain, brain. I need it. Shop the same, run like Hussein from the Q-tips. Stepping forces. All right, so honestly, guys, ES is kind of putting me in a tight spot right now. I mean, I do want to get a little bit more profit out of this, but we are kind of reacting to this hourly low right here. So we'll have to see. Same thing with gold. I mean, we haven't really hit any major points on gold, but we did pull back a little bit. But you'll see right here exactly what I mean before. We have a bunch of built up lows. This is a daily low right below. So I think my areas are very valid where I'm looking to take profit. And just like that, we are bursting through the liquidity at these lows. I'm glad that I stayed into this trade until now. I'm going to do something you guys might not see that often. I'm going to chase this with my stop loss. Now, if we have extreme momentum, we're going to keep pushing lower. If we don't have extreme momentum, we're going to hit my stop loss and I'm going to be in a lot of profit. So it doesn't really matter. All right, this is it, guys. We're out of ES. Freaking banger trade. Over here on gold, let's start scaling a little bit off. I'm going to take off one contract and then we will change this to 2. Bang, 7K on the week. Now let's do our analysis for these trades that we just took. So right here we're on gold futures and I'm gonna head up to the 15-minute time frame. So what was I looking for? Well, we had a bunch of lows that were built up right here. It was pretty obvious where price was going. Reasoning for this is we kind of have what's called a market maker sell model where price makes a consolidation. We make some reversals right here, but the main big thing right here is it's kind of like a big curve. So we curve up and then we have to curve back down. And we could see this from the 15-minute time frame. We were going to get continuation. Had a 15-minute fair value gap. Price swept out Asia high, London high. So the only place we had to go was to the lows. And then let's see what our actual execution looked like. So initial entry was coming off the anticipation of this IFEG. Let me just color code this really quick. So fair value gap delivery from that. And then we had the IFEG. Now let's mark out some of our risk management stuff right here. So stop started up here. And then we took another short once we retraced into this smaller fair value gap. Once we had that smaller fair value gap, we then moved our stop a little bit lower. Price trended, took TP right here off the fair value gap reaction, and then finally hitting our lows, took our final TP. Let's go over to ES now. And so ES, I kind of saw us trade up to some of these higher time frame fair value gaps. Let's go to 5-minute. So 5-minute fair value gap, traded up into it. And then obviously we have a bunch of lows. So a bunch of untouched lows. Let's mark some of them out right here, right here. And then you guys saw me take this short and then I kind of trailed my stop loss until I thought we hit some of the major levels. But honestly, I left the law on the table. So if I could do something differently, maybe just trail a little bit more. Maybe trail it up to like this high and then let it flow a little bit. But overall, I mean, it was a huge day, guys. We're up over 7K on the funded accounts. And I continue to learn no matter what, you have to be a student of the market if you want to become overall better, because market conditions are always going to change. You're going to have to adapt and learn to new ones. Some will look similar, but overall, we could learn lessons over time no matter what.